Happy Friday to you. Hope you guys had a great work week. I hope you're excited about the weekend. I am. Thank you for joining us tonight on Heart of the Matter. Thank you for joining last week. Last week we began to talk about this two-part series on winning every time. And one of the things we talked a lot about last week was the different mentalities between winners and losers. The different mentalities between winning and between losing. The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Thinking is a big part of what we do. Thinking is a big part of succeeding and of failing. So I just wanted to use that segment of the show to challenge your thinking, to get you thinking a little bit, to really give you some insight into how people that win think, how they approach things, how they look at things, what their outlook is like. Also, I wanted to, in contrast, give you what does it look like from somebody that has a, I don't want to just use the word loser mentality, but maybe doesn't have a winning perspective, doesn't have a winning mentality about things. Because I think even, tonight on the show, we're going to, like I promised you, we're going to cover the 5 pillars, if you will, or the 5 ground truths. I call them the 5 kind of plumb lines that will always keep you on track to succeed. These are the 5 things that you just need to do. And you don't need to, these are not one-time events. These are things that you're always doing to make sure that you're iterating in your life, that you're improving upon your life, that you're getting better, that your life is building to a desired outcome. And we're going to talk about that tonight. But closing out on last week's show, I think it's important that you keep these 2 segments together. And when you're being challenged and when you're being, when you're struggling or things aren't going like you think, to me, it's very important that you take the time and replay those again, how winners think, again, how losers think. And again, don't forget, we all slip into, bad mojo. We all have a bad time. We all get into what I call it stinking thinking. And a lot of times we need people to kind of pull us out of that. So you could use that video as me being your man in the corner to help pull you out of that. So tonight I want to continue in the sermon series, in the Heart of the Matter series, where we were going to talk about the 5 pillars, ingredients, the 5 ground truths, whatever you want to call them. But they're the 5 things that you really need to have focus around, that you really need to be doing if you want to win every time in life. Okay? So let's start out with number 1. Number 1, and you hear it all the time, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about it because it's so generic and been said so much, but it is the truth. You got to have vision. You got to have vision. The Bible says it the easiest. Where there is no vision, people perish. Everything that you see that's great, every company that's great, every person that's great, everything that you see about greatness starts with vision. Vision creates believing. Vision creates passion. Vision creates pursuit. Vision creates desire. Vision is the ingredients. Vision is putting it all in the pot. In order for you to really understand your vision, you got to ask yourselves some questions. Number 1, what are your dreams? What are your dreams? I challenged some folks. I don't know if it was in church or one of the broadcasts we did. I don't really know what it was or when it was, but I was so proud of Natifa and Jeremiah because I actually saw a picture of them one day on Facebook by accident of them doing something I asked, which was, I asked some people, and like I said, I forget when it was, but I asked them to go create a vision board. I asked them to go buy some magazines, to just, go buy a home and gardening magazine, go buy a car magazine. Start with things that are easy. Go buy a travel magazine. Go buy a Rob report. I don't know. Go buy, maybe you want to be a hunter or a fisherman. Go buy a bass Pro Fishing magazine. Go get some magazines and then sit down and begin to cut them out and put some of your goals, put some of your dreams, write some of these things out. Have a vision. Begin to dream. Begin to dream. Vision is simply defined. Vision is seeing. Write it down. Vision is seeing. Vision is the guy with the goggles, man, looking out into the distance. Vision is seeing. What you will find is that at the end of your life, when you look back, you're either going to live a life that was vision driven, you're going to live a life that had purpose, you're going to live a life that had meaning, or you're going to live a life that allowed life to dictate life to you. Now, you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person, that lady, that gentleman that just takes things as they come. So the first thing, if you're going to, have success in your life, you got to have vision. So ask yourself, what's my vision for my life? Figure that out. What do I want out of life? What do I want my life to be like? These are ways that you start getting into vision. What do I want to contribute to the world? What do I want my contribution to be? When I'm gone, what do I want to be known for? My personal vision for when I'm gone. I want the same kind of homegoing celebration my spiritual dad had. That's what I want for my life. People from all walks of life, male, female, black, white, brown, fat, skinny, good looking, ugly, and my father, my spiritual dad's homegoing, we had me, I was up there good looking, and then we'd have a few of my spiritual brothers, some ugly jokers, right? Good and ugly, my spiritual dad had some ugly spiritual sons, but then he had me, right? So see what I mean? You want to be at the homegoing and you want people there that that you impacted lives. That's for me. That I left a legacy that will help people get better. God used me in that way. That's what my vision's all about. I want to leave here knowing that I left a better place for my children and my children's children. I want to know that they're going to have a little bit of a better opportunity than I had, a little better bite of the apple than I had, right? So that's what vision is. That's what keeps me going. That's what fuels me. Now, here's what I want to tell you about vision. I'm going to leave it right here. Someone else will plan your life if you don't. Write that down. Someone else will plan your life if you don't. You can have a dream to build a building, but without a blueprint, that's all it'll ever be, is a dream. Let me say it again. You can have a dream to build a building. That's the dream. The vision is the blueprint. Now you could see, vision is ever changing. Vision is not a one-time event. Vision is evolving, growing, and maturing as a person. That's what vision is. In vision, you're always growing. You're always maturing. My vision used to just be for me and my family. It's no longer just for me and my family. Now it's for me and my family until all the families of the earth have been blessed. That's where my vision is now. That's what I want to do. So vision. Vision is very important. Let me read it again. Someone else will plan your life for you if you don't. You can have a dream, or you can have a dream to build a building, but without a blueprint, that's all it'll ever be, is a dream. Got to have vision. Number 2, you must believe in you. You must believe in you. You must believe in your ability. See, when I said you must believe in you, you automatically went one way in your mind. Listen, you must believe in your ability to solve problems. If you want to be a winner, if you want to be successful, you need to look at everything from the lens of, I want to solve that problem. I want to solve that problem. Some people just can't believe in themselves. They really can't. They struggle. They struggle to trust. They struggle to have confidence. When you start thinking of yourself as a problem solver, when you start thinking about solving problems, making things more efficient, making things better, it changes the whole way that you think about succeeding. You begin to start thinking about mastery, because that's what problem solving is all about. Problem solving is, in the simplest form, it is imposing your will upon something that's broken to fix it. Problem solving, in the simplest form, is imposing your will upon something that is broken to fix it. That's what problem solving is. We got to understand that winning is solving problems. We could have the best blueprint. We could have the best outlook. We could have the best of everything, the best equipment. But problems occur. Problems happen. There will be a better tomorrow, but there will be something that can move your tomorrow forward when you solve the problem, because that tomorrow is going to stay where it's at till you can fix the problems to move it forward. So we got to have confidence that we are problem solvers. As you start small, so I tell people, you know, I started out as a problem solver. How I developed into wanting to be a problem solver. I started doing them word puzzles, crossword puzzles. I really did. Started doing them on airplanes. It started to change my mind, to transform my mind. Then I started building puzzles. I took time and started putting puzzles together. Challenged my mind. Then I went from playing checkers to playing chess. Challenged my mind. Chess is all about, how do you solve a problem? What are you doing to learn how to do that? Remember this. Here's the key takeaway from this. People get paid to solve problems, not do a job. People get paid to solve problems, not do a job. Make your life about embracing problem solving. I was having a conversation with my son the other night, and he was talking about cutting weight to get to a certain weight to fight, but I could feel apprehension in his voice. I could see there was some uneasiness about that. And I said to him, I said, you know what you're afraid of, son, and what your fear is that if you cut all this weight, you don't know how you'll perform under them circumstances. I said, I can fix that. How can you do that, Dad? I said, you sign up for a sparring match on a certain date. We set your weight. We act like it's a fight week. You go into that sparring match cutting weight, and then you go into a sparring match and see how you perform. See how you feel. What that does is two things. Number one, it prepares your mind to understand the battle that you got to go through, first of all, to cut weight. And then secondly, it gives you confidence in how you will perform when you cut weight without it having any negative impact on your record. He looked at me and he said, Dad, I don't think anybody's ever thought of that. That is unbelievable. He was so excited. Not only that, you could do that several times and you could iterate on it to find out what are the things that you do in that weight cutting process that tune you optimally. See what I mean? You get paid. I shouldn't even put this out there. I should just take this to the fight guys, right? You get paid to solve problems. That's how my mind functions. Become a problem solver. Stop looking at challenges, solve problems. Number 3, one of the most important of the 5, have fun no matter what. When you're chasing your dreams, you must learn to enjoy the journey. True success is about true failure. You're going to fail. You're going to have bad times. You're going to have crummy days. You're going to have bad weeks. You're going to have bad years. It's going to happen. Learn from it. Embrace it. Have a good time. When you have vision, when you have dreams, when you have desires, you got to have fun at it. You got to have fun at it even when it sucks. Okay? Here's what I tell people. Don't forget this. Having happiness. Happiness is a choice. It's not an event. Write that down. Happiness is a choice. It's not an event. You have to become, watch this, so okay, so happy with you that it makes the people around you uncomfortable. I was telling Jeremiah, there was a time when I went through tremendous turmoil at my job that my bosses would get mad at me because I would not gravitate, I would not embrace the negativity. They would get mad at me because I chose to look at the better outcome. They couldn't stand it. Negative people are negative. This has allowed my life to be very uncommon. This one principle, just choosing to be happy, choosing to enjoy the journey. It's not luck, it's discipline. The discipline of making a choice to be happy. Remember, every day is what you decide it's going to be. Every day is what you decide it's going to be. Number 4, be persistent. Be patient, but be persistent. Key pillar number 4, be patient, but be persistent. This is a balance that you must master. Be cool. Life might not be progressing to the degree, to the path, how fast you want it to, but be cool. Give yourself the patience and allow yourself to do a good job. It might take a little bit longer than you think. It might take a lot longer than you think. A lot of people beat themselves up over things not getting done in such a hurry. Anytime you get in a hurry to do something, it's inevitably going to come out wrong. I'm not cool with struggle. I don't like struggle. I don't honor struggle. I don't lift up all that. I don't do that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm telling you is you got to stay patient, but you also got to push the envelopes. That's what the little wins I talk about. So write this down. Never be in a hurry for anything. Key number 4, never be in a hurry for anything. Stay on a consistent path of executing on a small set of targets with peace being the foundation. That's how you stay persistent and you stay patient. Never be in a hurry for anything. However, stay on a consistent path of executing on a set of small targets with peace being your foundation. Great book to read. My pastor wrote. It's called, by Greg Poe, it's called Having the Peace of God. Having the peace of God. Having peace when all hell is breaking loose around you. You got to learn how to be, one of the members of my church, James Darden, says, I'm as cool as 2 ice cubes chilling in the freezer. You got to be cool. You got to be cool under fire. You got to be cool as 2 ice cubes chilling in the freezer. Be patient. Be patient. Take your time. Number 5, the last one. And this one kind of goes to the character issue. And I think if you're ever going to be successful, the key component of being a winner, being successful, is having character, having integrity. Who you are means something to you. So number 5 is don't ever, ever be a hater. Don't ever be a hater. Always love and respect your colleagues. Don't ever be a hater. Stop being a hater. Stop being jealous of other people's victories. Stop being a hater. Stop being jealous of other people's victories. Stop trying to prove people wrong. They really don't care. Stop worrying about them. Stay focused on the outcomes of your success. Encourage others that are competing with you. Learn to compete with yourself, not other people. Let me say that again. Learn to compete with yourself, not other people. So on this one, remember this, key point number 5. Haters never win, and true winners never hate. It's just bad business all the way around. Haters never win, and true winners never hate. It's just bad business all the way around. So I gave you 5 keys here. I want to read them again. And then I want to tell you the master key that I think stirs them all. I said this is about winning every time, right? First one I talked about was you got to have a vision. To make it real simple, someone else will plan your life if you don't. Again, you could dream about building that building, but without a blueprint, that's all it will ever be, is a dream. Number 2, key point. You got to believe in yourself. You got to become a problem solver. You got to build and develop confidence in yourself to solve problems. Key point number 2 was people get paid to solve problems, not do a job. So make your life about embracing problem solving. You want to be successful every time? Be a problem solver. You'll win every time. You'll win every time. Number 3, have fun. Learn to have fun no matter what's going on around you. You must learn to enjoy the journey. This is a long, tough, arduous, hard journey. Winners like me just make it look easy. It's not easy. There's nothing easy about what I do. I just make it look easy. Why? Because I like the hard as well as the good. I enjoy the good, so I enjoy the work. Because the more work, the more failure, the more hard it is, the more happiness I'm going to have, because I'm going to win. Why? Because I never quit, so I can never be defeated. So I said, happiness is a choice, not an event. You have to become so okay. You have to become so happy with yourself that it makes the people around you uncomfortable. How your day is your choice. You make the decision. Choose the day to make the day a great day. Number 4, be patient, but persistent. This is a balance you must have. Never be in a hurry for anything. Key point number 4. However, stay on a consistent path, executing on small targets along the way with peace as the foundation. With peace as the foundation. And number 5, we said it, don't ever be a hater. Haters never win, winners never hate. And like I said, it's just bad business all the way around. So as we close, I want to leave you with this. And this is the success key that stirs all of these together. If you're ever truly going to win in life, if you're ever going to master winning, like I said, you're going to slide off the toast sometimes. You're going to get off direction. There's going to be challenges. If you're truly going to learn to win in life and win every time, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You will never experience successes in life that you've never had until you are willing to be more uncomfortable than you've ever been. Let me close with, you will never experience successes in winning in life that you never have until you are willing to be more uncomfortable than you ever have. Listen, thank you so much for joining tonight. I really, truly hope that this has helped you. Like I said, mark it. It's on our YouTube channel. You can always refer back to it. I truly believe it'll help you win. Listen, next Friday starts a very interesting time. It starts what we call the holiday season. In November, we have Thanksgiving, and then in December, we have Christmas. So starting on next Friday, for the entire month of November, we are going to be talking about family. Please join us next Friday at 7 o'clock when we get to the heart of the matter.
Thanks for watching tonight. If this show has been a blessing to you, help us be a blessing to others. There are two major ways to do that. The first way is your financial support. We'd love for you to partner with us. With as little as $10, you can help us reach about 1,000 people. It's pretty awesome, right? Every dollar helps us get this message to the world. So just go to ltmorlando.org/THM to give today. The second way, you can show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at LTM Orlando. Your support on social goes a long way. Thanks again for watching tonight, and we'll see you next week on The Heart of the Matter.